Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan, and this is your JIS news for Monday, June 3, 2024. Jamaica and the Philippines have signed a communique to collaborate on the prevailing challenges related to human resources for health. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton and his counterpart from the Republic of the Philippines signed the agreement on May 30 as they met on the margins of the 77th World Health Assembly. The communique is the first step towards signing a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, by September of this year, to advance cooperation between the two countries. That MOU is to explore, among other things, expanded training of healthcare workers in Jamaica, for which the Republic of the Philippines has the scope and the capacity. This will include the possible exchange of faculty members from medical facilities and/or training institutions.
The specifics of this will be worked out, but what we're signing today is an intent to dialogue around sharing of faculty, clinical rotation. Their faculty will visit Jamaica to expand the numbers that we can train because we're limited. Some of our people will go to the Philippines to train within their institution and do their clinical rotation, and that will hopefully lead to other things.
The two countries are also to explore a government-to-government arrangement for the recruitment of nurses in response to the shortage of specialist nurses in Jamaica. Dr. Tufton has applauded the Philippines on their willingness to collaborate on the critical issue of boosting human resources for healthcare.
And this is quite relevant, and I'm hoping it will be an example for many others to follow.
627 Jamaicans have benefited from free cataract surgeries performed between May 25 and 27 at the Mandeville Regional Hospital. The operations were carried out by a team of eye specialists from India under the Cataract Camp Mission 2024. It was made possible by the Florida-based Mind, Body and Soul Health Ministry in collaboration with the Patel Family Foundation. Consultant ophthalmologist at the hospital, Dr. Gavin Henry, praised the mission for their service, pointing out that they surpassed the number of persons anticipated over the 3 days.
I don't say this lightly because I've said this before that the surgery has been excellent, but I keep saying better and better and better because we've been seeing the patients after surgery and clean, pretty.
One of the good things that I really like about our team is that all of us, our focus is on the patient. So no matter what, we strive to do our best in order to serve them.
Government's Shared Prosperity through Accelerated Improvement Program, SPARC, continues to initiate consultations across the country to identify the priority roads for attention under the initiative. The latest consultation was in East Central St. James. Director of the Constituency Development Fund, Kedisha Rochester, assured residents that they could expect fully rehabilitated roads that should serve a minimum of 7 years and take into account special needs.
It's an inclusive approach. A lot of times our disabled community is left behind. You see the children sighting from taxi men. You see the elderly walking in the road. I don't like to see it personally. So guess what? The SPARC will take all of this into consideration before doing your roads.
Member of Parliament for the area, Minister Edmund Bartlett, was there to listen to the priority roads of the residents.
This is the most fundamentally powerful and effective program for infrastructure in rural communities that has ever been conceived in the history of Jamaica. And we are determined to change the way in which the quality of life and the standard of living of our people in rural communities are positioned.
Of the $40 billion project, $20 billion is set aside for community roads. And of that number, each Member of Parliament will be allocated $150 million for work in their constituencies. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining will be providing 5 schools with bee starter kits, each valued at over $700,000 this year. The disbursement is part of the ministry's new bee starter program, which has a total investment of $3.1 million. The initiative is being done to foster interest and skills in beekeeping among students, to ensure the sustainability and growth of the industry. Portfolio Minister Floyd Green made the announcement during the World Bee Day celebration at the Bodles Research Facility recently.
We have to ensure that we are creating the next generation of bee farmers. We have to ensure that our schools are training our youth in beekeeping. The school is the best place to introduce our young people to the proper practices in relation to beekeeping, to the importance of beekeeping, to start them through their programs at school to start their beekeeping enterprise.
The 5 selected schools are St. Mary, Green Pond, Jose Marti Technical and Mon McLeod High, and St. George's College. The kits include colonies of bees, hive boxes, bottom boards, bee suits, smokers, queen excluders, bee brushes, honey extractors and bee gloves, among other essential items. Minister Green also revealed plans to extend support to youth across the 14 parishes.
We're going to be choosing one young person in each parish, and they're going to be receiving a grant of $270,000 towards developing a starter kit, bees and equipment to start their beekeeping exercise.
And finally, Jamaicans are being urged to implement the necessary preparedness and precautionary measures for the hurricane season. The 2024 Atlantic hurricane season began on June 1, and the forecast indicates above average activity, with projections of 17 to 25 named storms, 8 to 13 hurricanes, and 4 to 7 major hurricanes of Category 3 or higher. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says this is among the highest forecast issued by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. He was addressing a meeting of the National Disaster Risk Management Council held in St. Anne last week. The Prime Minister emphasizes that now is an appropriate time to assess the exposure of homes, infrastructure, services, productive activities and workplaces.
So I take this opportunity to encourage all Jamaicans as we enter the hurricane season to, first of all, do your household preparations. Put aside food stock and water as much as you can. Make provisions for the protection of your important documents or valuables. Look at your home and see what is likely to be destroyed in a hurricane. Roof, windows, doors, trees that are in proximity to your home. Start making preparations to cut some of those branches that might become a projectile.
The Prime Minister is urging citizens to speak with neighbours and family members, especially the elderly and indigent, to develop contingency plans. Mr. Holness is also calling on the authorities to ensure that shelters are ready and operational, and for individuals to prepare personal items if they need to evacuate to a shelter. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.